They thought it would be a normal camping trip. No phones, no city noise, just trees and quiet. 5 friends, one forest. They arrived just before sunset. The trees were tall, too tall, blocking the sky like walls. The sunlight barely touched the ground. At first, everything felt normal. They pitched their tents, started a fire, joked about scary stories. But then, someone noticed something strange. Their shadows didn't match their movements. When Jake waved his hand, his shadow waved back, a second too late. They laughed it off. Bad lighting, someone said. But the forest went quiet. No birds, no insects, just silence. As night fell, the shadows grew longer, thicker, darker. They moved the fire closer together. That's when Mia whispered, "Why is my shadow facing the wrong direction?" Her shadow wasn't connected to her feet. It stood behind her, still, watching. They decided to leave. But when they turned back toward the trail, the path was gone. Only trees. Endless trees. Jake stepped away to look for a signal. He never came back. They heard him scream, but it didn't echo. It was cut off, like something covered his mouth. When they ran toward the sound, they found Jake's flashlight on the ground. Still on. No Jake. But his shadow was there, pressed against a tree, trying to pull itself free. Panic exploded. They ran in different directions. That's what the forest wanted. Mia tripped. When she stood up, there were 2 shadows beneath her feet. One copied her movements. The other didn't. It reached for her. Her scream echoed once, then vanished. Now only 2 were left. They hid inside a tent, shaking, holding their breath. Outside, shadows passed by. Not human shapes anymore. Long, twisted. Searching. One shadow stopped. It leaned down and whispered in a voice that sounded exactly like Jake. "Come out." The tent ripped open. Morning came suddenly. Too suddenly. One survivor woke up alone. Sunlight filled the forest like nothing ever happened. Birds chirped. Peaceful. They ran and never looked back. Years later, hikers still talk about that forest. They say if you camp there at night, your shadow may not follow you home. And if you notice it moving on its own, it's already too late. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe at the end of the video.